Did you know that in 2026, California is rejecting visa applications faster than ever, leaving thousands of hopeful applicants in shock? Reports show that in just the first few months, rejection rates have skyrocketed by over 25%, and many applicants are being denied for mistakes that seem tiny or even unnoticeable. Imagine spending months preparing your documents, only to have your dream of living in the Golden State shattered in a single glance at a form. Even highly qualified candidates are facing unexpected denials, and the reasons might surprise you. From missing signatures to outdated supporting documents, the new crackdown is leaving no room for error. Immigration experts warn that these changes are not temporary. They're part of a long-term shift in how California evaluates applications. So what exactly is causing this sudden surge in visa rejections? And more importantly, what can you do to avoid becoming another statistic? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know the 10 rules and mistakes you absolutely must avoid in 2026 to protect your visa dreams.
Number 1. Incomplete or incorrect applications. When it comes to visa rejections in 2026, nothing trips up applicants faster than incomplete or incorrect applications. You might think that missing a tiny detail, like a signature, a date, or even a small checkbox won't matter, but immigration officers are now scrutinizing every single form with laser-sharp precision. In fact, recent reports show that over 35% of rejections in California this year are caused by simple errors or missing documents. That's more than a third of applicants losing their chance for something as big as moving to the U.S., all because of avoidable mistakes. It's not just about forms being filled incorrectly, it's about how carefully you prepare your application. Even highly qualified professionals and students have faced denials because they uploaded the wrong document, misnamed a file, or forgot to sign digitally. In the new 2026 crackdown, officers are fast-tracking applications but rejecting mistakes instantly, leaving applicants no second chance. So, how can you protect yourself? Start by creating a complete checklist of all required documents. Double-check every form for errors, and keep digital and physical copies organized and accessible. If possible, ask someone else to review your application. You'd be surprised how often a fresh set of eyes catches mistakes you might overlook. Remember, attention to detail is no longer optional. It's your first line of defense against rejection. Take the time to get it right, because in this fast-moving crackdown, even the smallest oversight can cost you months of waiting and thousands of dollars. If this tip helped you, imagine what the other 9 rules can do for your visa. Drop a comment below sharing your thoughts or struggles, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. It's just one click, and it keeps you ahead of these fast-changing visa rules. Number 2. Criminal or security concerns. One of the most serious reasons visas are being rejected in 2026 is criminal or security concerns. Even minor past offenses, traffic violations, or forgotten misdemeanors can now raise red flags with immigration authorities. California's immigration offices have significantly tightened background checks, leaving no room for ambiguity. This means that a clean application isn't just about your paperwork, it's also about your personal history being spotless, documented, and transparent. Many applicants make the mistake of thinking that old or minor offenses won't matter. The truth is, officers are now reviewing even decades-old records, and any inconsistency or missing disclosure can lead to immediate rejection. Attempting to hide or understate past issues is even riskier. Honesty is no longer just recommended, it's mandatory. USCIS and other authorities are cross-referencing criminal databases more efficiently than ever, making it almost impossible for past issues to go unnoticed. So, how do you avoid this pitfall? First, make sure you obtain official police clearance certificates from your home country or any country you've lived in. Second, disclose all relevant information truthfully in your application. Third, if there's something potentially problematic in your record, consider including a brief, honest explanation outlining the circumstances and how you've moved forward. Transparency not only shows integrity, but also dramatically increases your chances of approval in this crackdown. Remember, in 2026, a single undisclosed offense, even one you thought was irrelevant, can destroy months of preparation. Attention to this detail is no longer optional. It's a critical step in keeping your American dream alive. We put hours of research into uncovering these insider tips for you. Share your thoughts or questions in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe. It's just one click, and it keeps you updated with all the latest visa rules and tricks.
Number 3. Insufficient financial proof. In 2026, one of the most common yet overlooked reasons visas are rejected in California is insufficient financial proof. Immigration authorities are no longer taking casual statements of funds at face value. They want clear, verifiable evidence that you can support yourself during your stay. Even if you have a stable job or scholarship, failing to provide documented proof of your finances can lead to instant denial. Imagine spending months preparing your application, only to be rejected because a bank statement was outdated or missing a key transaction. The Crackdown is designed to ensure that every applicant can sustain themselves without becoming a burden on the state. Applicants have been denied for things as small as a missing letter from an employer, unclear bank statements, or inconsistencies in declared savings. In the new system, officers are scanning applications with unprecedented attention to detail, and even minor gaps can be fatal. So, how can you protect yourself? Start by gathering official bank statements, payslips, sponsorship letters, and any financial documents required for your visa category. Make sure all documents are recent, consistent, and legible. If you are being sponsored, provide a formal letter explaining the sponsorship, including the sponsor's credentials. Even consider creating a financial summary that clearly matches your application. It makes the officer's job easier and increases your approval chances. In 2026, financial transparency isn't optional, it's mandatory. Being proactive with your documentation can save months of delay, frustration, and financial loss. Remember, every detail counts, and your financial proof is your shield against rejection. We've dug deep to bring you these insider tips. Don't let them go to waste. Comment below with your financial proof struggles or tips, and make sure to subscribe to our channel. It's just one click and keeps you ahead of every visa update in 2026. Number 4. Invalid visa category. Another major reason visas are being rejected in California in 2026 is choosing the wrong visa category. Many applicants make the mistake of assuming their purpose, whether it's work, study, or family, fits neatly into any category. But immigration authorities are now strictly enforcing category eligibility. Applying for the wrong type of visa is like trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. It simply won't work, and your application is almost guaranteed to be denied. Even minor misclassifications can be fatal. For example, someone applying for a student visa but planning part-time work could face rejection. Or a work visa applicant without a formal employment contract might be automatically denied. California immigration offices are now cross-checking the purpose, documents, and visa type more rigorously than ever, so there's no room for guesswork. Officers are not just looking at your paperwork, they're evaluating intent and eligibility together, and any mismatch can raise red flags. So how can you avoid this trap? Start by thoroughly researching each visa category before submitting your application. Make sure you fully meet the criteria for that specific type, and if necessary, consult official USCIS guidelines or a certified immigration consultant. Double-check that your supporting documents match the visa category requirements precisely. Employment letters, admission letters, financial proofs, all must align perfectly. Being precise isn't optional. It's the difference between approval and a frustrating rejection. In the 2026 Crackdown, authorities are rejecting mismatched applications faster than ever, and once denied, it can take months to reapply. Take the time now to choose the right category and match it with the right documents, because precision is your first defense in securing a California visa. We've put hours into uncovering these critical visa insights just for you. Share your visa category challenges or questions in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe. It's just one click, and it keeps you updated on every fast-changing 2026 rule.
Number 5. Overstaying or past visa violations. One of the fastest growing causes of visa rejection in California for 2026 is overstaying a previous visa or having any past visa violations. Even if your overstay was accidental or brief, immigration authorities now treat it as a serious red flag. In the new crackdown, officers are reviewing historical visa records with increased precision, and any hint of prior violations can lead to automatic rejection, sometimes without further explanation. Many applicants underestimate how closely their past history is scrutinized. Minor infractions like exceeding a stay by a few days, not reporting an address change, or failing to comply with previous visa conditions can now be considered grounds for denial. California's immigration offices are emphasizing that past behavior predicts future compliance, and they will not take risks on applicants with prior violations. So what can you do to protect yourself? First, maintain an accurate record of all past visas and stays, including dates, visa types, and any official correspondence. If there was a past violation, be honest about it in your current application and provide a concise explanation detailing the circumstances and corrective actions taken. Transparency can make a significant difference. Second, always comply with visa rules moving forward. Timely renewals, accurate reporting, and adherence to conditions demonstrate responsibility. In 2026, even a single unaddressed past violation can destroy months of planning and preparation. Being proactive and honest about your history is no longer just advisable, it's a mandatory step to protect your American dream. Your credibility and record are your strongest allies in this fast-moving crackdown, and ignoring them could cost you dearly. We've poured hours into uncovering these crucial visa secrets just for you. Share your past visa experiences or concerns in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe. It's just one click and ensures you never miss updates on the 2026 visa crackdown.
Number 6. Lack of strong ties to home country. Another major reason California is rejecting visas in 2026 is applicants failing to prove strong ties to their home country. Immigration authorities want assurance that visitors will return home after their stay. If your application lacks evidence of stable employment, family connections, property ownership, or other significant commitments, it raises a red flag. In this new crackdown, even talented professionals or students are being denied simply because officers aren't convinced they will return home. Many applicants think that simply declaring their intent to return is enough, but authorities are now looking for concrete evidence. Things like letters from employers, proof of property ownership, enrollment verification from universities, or family documentation can strengthen your case dramatically. Missing these supporting details or providing inconsistent evidence can lead to rejection in record time. California immigration offices are fast-tracking decisions, which means mistakes or gaps in demonstrating ties are noticed immediately. So how can you protect yourself? Begin by gathering documents that prove your commitments back home. Employment letters should specify your position and expected return date. Property deeds should be current, and family connections should be clearly documented. If you're a student, include enrollment verification and financial support details. A concise personal statement explaining your intent to return, backed by supporting documents, can make a huge difference. In 2026, proving strong ties is no longer optional. It's a critical step to show you're a genuine applicant. By carefully documenting your commitments and demonstrating stability, you greatly improve your chances of approval, protecting yourself from fast-track rejections in the California visa crackdown. We've spent countless hours digging into these insider visa secrets for you. Share your strategies or struggles proving home ties in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe. It's just one click, and it keeps you updated with every fast-changing 2026 visa rule.
Number 7. Medical or health concerns. In 2026, one of the lesser-known but increasingly important reasons visas are rejected in California is medical or health-related issues. Immigration authorities now require applicants to demonstrate they are medically fit and do not pose a public health risk.
This doesn't just include obvious illnesses. Some chronic conditions, missing vaccinations, or incomplete medical records can trigger a denial. Imagine preparing your application for months, only to be rejected because of a simple missing vaccination or an outdated medical report. It's happening more often than you think. Many applicants assume that unless they are seriously ill, medical requirements won't matter. The reality is that California's immigration offices are scrutinizing medical documents rigorously, including proof of vaccination, health screenings, and sometimes even lab reports. Failure to meet these requirements can lead to automatic rejection without the possibility of appeal. In 2026, immigration officers are moving fast. They're not sending reminders, they're just denying incomplete or questionable applications. So, what can you do to protect yourself? First, make sure you obtain all required medical examinations and vaccinations before submitting your application. Keep official records neatly organized and double-check that every certificate is current. If you have a pre-existing medical condition, provide clear documentation from certified medical professionals explaining your treatment and fitness for travel. This demonstrates transparency and assures immigration authorities that you are a low-risk applicant. Remember, in the 2026 crackdown, health compliance is mandatory. Overlooking a simple medical requirement can waste months of preparation and effort. By taking proactive steps to complete all medical checks and provide accurate documentation, you shield your application from one of the fastest-growing causes of rejection in California. We've worked hard to bring you these crucial insider tips. Tell us in the comments about your health document struggles or questions, and don't forget to subscribe. It's just one click, and it keeps you ahead of every 2026 visa update.
Number 8. Travel history in overlapping applications. In 2026, another factor causing visa rejections in California is applicants' travel history in overlapping applications. Immigration officers are now carefully reviewing your previous trips and stays abroad, checking for patterns that might suggest overstaying, unauthorized work, or misuse of prior visas. Even frequent short-term visits or multiple pending visa applications can raise suspicion. Authorities are interpreting these behaviors as potential risks, and applicants with inconsistent or complicated travel histories are being flagged faster than ever. Many applicants underestimate how much weight their past travel can carry. You might think that separate applications won't conflict, but submitting multiple visa requests at the same time or too close together can make officers question your intentions and credibility. In 2026, California immigration offices are prioritizing applicants with clean, consistent, and transparent travel records, and those who fail to demonstrate this may face quick denials. So, how do you protect yourself? Start by maintaining a complete, accurate travel record, including dates, countries visited, and visa types used. Avoid overlapping applications unless absolutely necessary, and ensure that any pending visa requests are clearly documented and explained. If there were issues in the past, provide a concise explanation of circumstances and demonstrate that you complied with rules afterward. Being transparent and consistent about your travel history is one of the most effective ways to reduce rejection risk. In 2026, a messy or overlapping travel record is no longer a minor issue. It can be a major reason for automatic visa denial. Careful planning, honesty, and clear documentation are essential to keeping your application on the path to approval and avoiding the pitfalls of California's fast-moving visa crackdown. We've spent hours uncovering these insider visa tips just for you. Share your travel history concerns or questions in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe. It's Number 9. Missing biometrics or interview requirements. In 2026, one of the fastest-growing reasons for visa rejections in California is failing to complete required biometrics or attend mandatory interviews. Immigration authorities have tightened their procedures, and any missing step in the verification process can lead to instant denial. It doesn't matter if your paperwork is perfect, skipping a fingerprints appointment, medical biometrics, or interview is now treated as a critical failure, and officers are no longer granting extensions or reminders. Many applicants assume that submitting forms and documents is enough. The truth is that biometrics in interviews are non-negotiable. These steps are designed to confirm your identity, assess credibility, and verify information provided in your application. A missing fingerprint scan, a delayed background check, or failing to appear at the scheduled interview can signal non-compliance, causing the officer to reject your application outright. With California moving fast in 2026, the system now flags incomplete submissions immediately. So how can you safeguard your application? First, carefully check all requirements before submitting your visa. Know the dates and locations for biometrics appointments and interviews, and arrive on time with all necessary documents. If there's a legitimate reason you might miss an appointment, request rescheduling well in advance with official proof. Preparing early and following every step meticulously shows officers that you are organized, responsible, and fully compliant. Remember, in the 2026 crackdown, missing a small procedural step can undo months of effort and investment. Compliance with every requirement isn't just a recommendation, it's a mandatory step to keep your application alive. Attention to detail in biometrics in interviews could make the difference between approval and rejection. We've put countless hours into uncovering these critical visa tips for you. Share your experiences or fears about biometrics in interviews in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe. It's just one click, and it keeps you ahead of every 2026 visa rule. Number 10. Fraudulent documents or misrepresentation. The most serious reason visas are being rejected in California in 2026 is fraudulent documents or misrepresentation. Immigration authorities are now using advanced verification systems to detect even subtle inconsistencies in applications. Submitting fake or altered documents, whether it's educational certificates, employment letters, or financial proofs, can lead to immediate and permanent denial. In some cases, it can even result in bans from applying again for years. Many applicants think small exaggerations or white lies won't be noticed. The reality is that officers are cross-referencing applications with databases from universities, employers, and banks, and any discrepancy can trigger a red flag. Even unintentional misrepresentation, like submitting an outdated certificate or accidentally misstating dates, can be considered fraud. California's 2026 crackdown is zero tolerance, leaving no room for error or dishonesty. So, how do you avoid this disaster? The key is absolute transparency. Only submit authentic, verifiable documents and double-check that all dates, names, and figures match official records. If a minor discrepancy exists, explain it honestly in your application. Honesty builds trust and significantly increases your chances of approval, while trying to hide mistakes can destroy your entire application. Remember, officers are trained to spot inconsistencies quickly, and a single misrepresentation can undo months of preparation. In 2026, protecting your credibility is more critical than ever. Fraudulent documents or false statements are no longer just risky, they're a guaranteed way to have your visa denied and possibly barred from reapplying. By being meticulous, honest, and transparent, you give yourself the best chance to navigate California's strict visa crackdown successfully. We've poured hours into revealing these crucial visa secrets for you. Share your thoughts or questions about avoiding document mistakes in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe. It's just one click, and it keeps you updated on every 20. As we've explored, California's 2026 visa crackdown is faster, stricter, and more unforgiving than ever. From incomplete applications to fraudulent documents, every step of the process is under intense scrutiny. The reality is harsh. Even minor mistakes, overlooked details, or past violations can destroy months of planning, preparation, and hope. The stakes are high, and the consequences of errors are immediate. The 10 reasons we discussed today, incomplete forms, criminal or security concerns, insufficient financial proof, invalid visa categories, past visa violations, weak ties to your home country, medical issues, messy travel history, missed biometrics or interviews, and fraudulent documents aren't just bureaucratic hurdles. They are critical checkpoints designed to protect both applicants and the state, and ignoring them can mean the difference between approval and outright rejection. But there's good news. Most of these pitfalls are avoidable. By being meticulous, transparent, and proactive, you can safeguard your application. Double-check every document, follow every procedure, maintain accurate records, and provide honest explanations wherever necessary. Even small acts of diligence, like updating a bank statement, confirming your travel history, or attending a scheduled interview, can dramatically improve your chances. The takeaway is clear. In 2026, there's no room for shortcuts or assumptions. Every detail matters, and preparation is your most powerful tool. If you follow these 10 rules carefully, you can dramatically increase your chances of securing a California visa, even in this high-pressure environment. Take action now. Review your application, correct any gaps, and protect your dream of living, working, or studying in California. Your preparation today is the difference between rejection and success tomorrow.